Hello everyone. Today we as SANGAVI, Sangeetha MCK and VINISHA K from third year BSc Horns Agriculture AC and RI curriculum is here to present on the topic storage and warehousing. First, what is storage and what are the storage practices that is followed in India and the risks involved in storage and the structures which are followed for storage practices and the cost and returns on storage. Let's go into the topic. What is storage? Storage is an operation that is important in marketing. It is done for the product from the time of production until the time of consumption. So here the storage is done to protect the products from deterioration or to supply the products in times of scarcity by storing it when it is available in the plenty. What is the need for storage? For example, agriculture products are seasonally produced, but they are required for consumption by people throughout the year. So here the storage protects the quality of perishable and semi-perishable products from deterioration. Some of the goods, like woolen garments, have seasonal demand. They are produced in one time, but they are required in the other seasons. So they are stored until it is needed for the consumption. So storage helps in stabilization of prices by adjusting demand and supply. Storage of some farm commodities is necessary either for their ripening, example for banana mango, and for improvement in their quality, example rice, pickles, etc. Storage provides employment and income through price advantages. What are the storage practices in India? About 60 to 70% of food grains produced in India remain in the rural sectors. So the farm and construction materials that is used in rural sectors or rural areas are bamboo, timber, burnt bricks, mud and paddy straw. Common storage structures in rural areas are the gunny bags, earthen containers, bamboo containers, straw structures, masonry structures, and underground structures. What are the risks in storage? The storage of commodities, especially agricultural commodities, involves three major types of risks. The first is the quantity loss. When the product is stored, many loss may occur. This may be due to the presence of rodents, insects, pests, theft, fire, etc. The second is the quality deterioration. During the storage period, reduction in the value of storage products may occur. This may be due to pest, moisture, temperature, and some other chemical reactions. The third is the price risk. Prices do not always rise enough during the storage period. They may fall steeply also. So we must be aware of them. Storage structures. Storage structures are of either underground storage structures or surface storage structures. Underground storage structures are dugout structures similar to a well with sides plastered with powder or lined with stones or cement or sand. They may be either circular or rectangular in shape and the capacity varies with the size of the structure. Surface storage structure. Here the commodities are stored on the surface ground. It is of two ways, either back storage or bulk storage. The first picture depicts bulk storage and the second picture depicts back storage. Next, let us see about the improved storage structures. For small scale storage. For small scale storage, TNAU bin. This is a galvanized metal iron structure. Its capacity ranges from 1.5 to 15 quintals. It is designed by the Punjab Agriculture University. Next is the Puja bin. This is a storage structure. It is made up of mud or brick with a polythene film embedded within the wall. The next is the half-foot tekka. It is also a cylindrical, rubberized cloth structure that is supported by bamboo poles on a metal tube base. It has a small hole at the bottom through which grains can be removed when required. Next is the improved storage structures for large-scale storage. First is the cap storage, that is cover and plinth. It involves the construction of brick pillars to a height of 14 inches from the ground with grooves into which wooden crates are fixed for staking of bags of food grains. It is an economical way of storage on a large scale. The next improved storage structure for large scale is silos. In the structures, the grains in bulk are unloaded on the conveyor belts and through a mechanical operation, it is carried to the storage structure. The storage capacity of each of the silos is around 25,000 tons. The next one of the large scale storage structure is the warehouse, about which you are going to see further. Cost and returns on storage. The gross return on storage may be defined as increase in price of the stored product at the time of storage till it is destored. What are the cost of storage that is involved? The maintenance cost of the storage structure, interest on value of stored goods, and the value of quantitative and qualitative loss during storage, the risk premium for a price fall and damage during storage, cost of the protective materials used, and tax payments and the payments to labor. Now let's focus on warehousing. In this topic, warehousing, we are going to see what is warehousing and the warehousing in India and the working of warehouses in the country and the type of warehouses. What is warehousing? It is a scientific storage structure that is specially constructed for the protection of the quality and quantity of stored products. It may be called as the protector of nation's wealth. The importance of warehouse. The scientific storage. The product is protected against the quantitative and qualitative losses. Financing. Warehouses meet the financial needs of the person who stores the product. Nationalized banks advance credit on the security of the warehouse receipt issued for the stored products to the extent of 75 to 80% of their value. Price stabilization. Warehouses helps in price stabilization of agricultural commodities by checking the tendency to make post-harvest sales among the farmers. Market intelligence. Warehouses also offer the facility of market information to persons who hold their produce in them. Working of warehousing. First, acts. The warehouses work under the respective warehousing acts passed by the central or state government. That is either Central Warehousing Corporation or State Warehousing Corporation. Eligibility. Any person may store some notified commodities in a warehouse by agreeing to pay some specified charges to the owner of the warehouse. Warehouse receipt or warrant. This receipt or warrant is issued by the owner of the warehouse to the person who is storing the produce within them. So this receipt mentions the name and location of the warehouse and the date of issue, the description of the commodity that is being stored in the warehouse by including the grade, weight, and approximate value of the produce based on the present prices. This is the use of chemicals. The produce that is accepted at the warehouse is preserved scientifically and protected against insects, pests, and some other infestations. Periodical dusting and fumigation are done at the cost of the warehouse in order to preserve the goods. The warehouse receipt serves as a collateral security for the purpose of getting credit. Delivery of produce. Warehouse receipt has to be surrendered to the warehouse owner before the withdrawal of the goods by the owner of the produce. The holder may take delivery of a part of the total produce stored after paying the storage charges. Types of warehouses follow. First, on the basis of the ownership, they are classified as private, public, and bonded warehouses. Private warehouses are owned by some individuals or some wholesalers or by some large business houses. Here, they can store either their own stocks and they can also store the products of others. Then public warehouses. Public warehouses are owned by the government and are meant for the storage of the goods. Bonded warehouses. These warehouses are specially constructed at seaport or airport and accept imported goods for storage till the payment of customs by the importer of goods. These warehouses are licensed by the government for this purpose. The goods stored in these warehouses are bonded goods. Basis of type of commodities stored. They are classified as general warehouses, special commodity warehouses, refrigerated warehouses. First, the general warehouses. This is an ordinary warehouse that is used for the storage of most of the food grains and fertilizers. Next is the special commodity warehouse. These warehouses are specially constructed for the storage of specified commodities such as cotton warehouse or tobacco warehouse and petroleum products warehouse, etc. Next is the refrigerated warehouses. These are warehouses in which temperature is maintained as per the requirements of the commodities that are meant to be stored. Especially it is for perishable commodities such as vegetables, fruits, fish, eggs and meat, etc. Warehousing in India. Central Warehousing Corporation. The corporation was established as a statutory body in New Delhi on 2nd March 1957. Central Warehousing Corporation provides a safe and reliable storage facilities for about 120 agricultural and industrial commodities in India. What are the functions of the Central Warehousing Corporation? It is to acquire and build godowns and warehouses at suitable places in India, to run the warehouses for the storage of agricultural products and some other commodities. So it acts as an agent of the government for purchase, sale, storage, and distribution of some commodities. It is to arrange facilities for transport of the commodities. The corporation has also evolved techniques for the storage of spices, coffee, seeds, and some other commodities recently. The National Cooperative Development and Warehousing Board. It was set up on September 1st, 1956, which is now called as NCDC, that is National Cooperative Development Corporation. It performs following functions. that is to advance loans and grants to state government cooperative societies, to provide funds to warehousing corporations for the purchase of some agricultural produces, to plan and promote programs for the supply of inputs for the development of agriculture. It also is to administer the National Warehousing Development Fund. The state warehousing corporations. The state warehousing corporations are set up in different states of India. They are set up in the centers of district importance. The total share of the state warehousing corporation is contributed equally by the concerned state government and central warehousing corporation. Next is the Food Corporation of India. Apart from State Warehousing Corporation and Central Warehousing Corporation, Food Corporation of India has also created some storage facilities. Food Corporation of India (FCI) is the single largest agency which has a capacity of about 26.62 million tons. Apart from this, storage can be done in cooperative sector or cooperative societies in our local areas. What are the costs and returns on warehousing? They are fixed cost and variable cost. The fixed costs that are used in warehousing are depreciation, insurance premium, taxes and license fee, repair and maintenance, interest on investment, salary of permanent staff, cost of records and bookkeeping, fixed part of electrical charges. The variable costs are cost of protective material used, cost of electric power, wages of temporary labor. Thanks for listening to our presentation.